Good morning, everybody. Okay, I'm just going to jump straight into it. After my review of Kent on very early Saturday morning, a lot of comments have been left regarding the Gold Kryptonite situation, saying how if it's to permanently remove Clark's powers, how come with Clark Luthor, with the scar that he had from Lex, that was all it did to his skin, and it hasn't removed his powers. Well, you've got to understand that with comic book superhero stories, you've got different interpretations and different versions of things that happen. However, my theory is that with Clark Luthor, my guess is that just like Lex Luthor in Clark Kent's world was experimenting with green kryptonite, I'm guessing that Lex Luthor in Ultraman's world was doing a similar thing with gold kryptonite. So when we see in the episode Luthor the scar that the Ultraman has on his wrist, he basically says that there's no takebacks from Gold K, which basically means that despite the fact that he's got these powers, that scar cannot be healed because of the effects of the gold kryptonite has been fused into his skin, which suggests that Lex must have made some form of artificial gold kryptonite, or refined it somehow so that he could use it on Ultraman's skin without having to lose his powers on a permanent basis. So over in Clark Kent's world, as I said, with Emil and Tess were discussing the effects of Gold K, then Emil turns around and said that it could, in effect, remove his powers permanently. There is that version in pre-Crisis. I'm reading about it, and it basically states that in pre-Crisis comic books, it has the ability to remove their powers permanently. But after that, if you've read, say, Action Comics, there was a storyline within the world of New Krypton, and Metallo actually carries his chest actually has gold kryptonite in his armor, and what this version of gold kryptonite does is just removes the Kryptonian's powers for 15 seconds. Okay, so within 15 seconds the Kryptonian is powerless, and he doesn't half use it to good effect. So there's that version. Then, as I say, you've got Smallville's version, you've got the pre-Crisis version. So put all of that together, as I say, regarding Clark Luthor, I personally feel that all Lex did was refined it or made an artificial version of something or other, which is why Clark Luthor doesn't, still has his powers, but it hasn't healed. His healing ability has not removed the scar because it seems to have been embedded right into his skin. So that's all I can say on that. So everyone who's been asking me, how is that possible? How is it going to remove Clark's powers permanently? This, that, and the other, and yet Clark Luthor's powers are still existing. So that's my theory on it. Take from it what you want after that from there. Someone did actually mention that it's not a good idea for them to start bringing in a gold kryptonite sort of like story with only 5 episodes left of the series, and I actually have to agree, because it's pointless now bringing in a plot of some sort that really it's not gonna make much sense with what's left of the show. We need to just move on with Clark becoming Superman, tie the stories up, bring everything to a close, and then let's just enjoy the end of the series, rather than bringing in something that might not come to fruition at some point later on, or they've mentioned it now, and is that it? Is that it now? That's all that's left of Gold Kryptonite. There's not going to be any further talk of Gold Kryptonite. All that we've got so far is that it's been in Luthor and it's been in Kent. So far there's not been any mention of anything for the future episodes, so who knows. It's probably not a good idea that they mentioned it, that it could you know, permanently remove Clark's powers. So we'll see what happens. But thought I might as well put it out there to all you people and to say, try not to worry regarding Gold Kryptonite. These are my theories, so if you stand to that as well, then as I say, by all means, yeah, who knows. But thank you for watching. See you later.